Hey, Brandon's here. I'm
Yeah.
here. We got our coffee. Yes, sir.
hmm
We're cooking now.
Better than last week, let me
Yeah,
tell you.
better than last time. We're did you get a new grinder?
Well, it's on its way. It's on it, but I got coffee as a backup. This just happened to be a gift from somebody. Thank you.
Yes.
But um, no, it's on its way. So we're back, guys. We're back.
That's good.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
I don't know what it was. Well, I do know what it was. I've been thinking about the Grammys. I know it was a few weeks
Yeah.
ago with the
Yeah.
Grammy Awards, and I always turn it on each year, kind of with mixed emotions, because I wonder, is it just going to be a lot of noise, or is it going to really be some good performances and all? I knew that there was probably going to be a little bit of controversy with some of the people accepting the awards, and there was.
Well,
We all expected it. Uh,
well, was it controversy or just, you know, all of us saying what we want to say? I mean,
Well,
I,
yeah, and I mean, and that's the forum. These are people that are notables, and all, and so when they call out something that's going on that they don't like, people listen. There's
yeah.
millions of people tuned in, so they've got that audience. But number one, I thought Trevor Noah did a good job. This is his sixth and final year that he's going to
Yep.
be hosting the show, and I think he did a good job, especially his opening.
Yeah, I
His
agree.
opening was great when he walks around and recognizes and talks with some of the people that are in the audience. He had a knack for it, and it
Yep.
was a lot of fun. Uh, couple of we'll throw out some highlights. One thing is I was blown away by the country singer who did the Reba McEntire. She did the tribute to some that we lost this year.
Yeah,
And did you notice how many we lost
I know.
this year? I mean, it just went on and on and on. Rock and pop and hip
Yeah.
hop. Uh, there were just a lot of losses this year, but she I think wrote the song that she did, and what was amazing was they said this was the first time that she has performed at the Grammys.
Which is it's kind of crazy to me when you look at her career over the years.
I
Like,
know, and I know she I mean she has won
yeah, oh, yeah.
Grammys, been nominated, dozens and dozens of times. She's been a presenter,
Yep.
almost. But they said that this was the first time that she actually performed on the Grammy stage.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. I mean, that's it just seems like that's a name that I guess we've seen her on the Grammys, just not performing.
Yeah,
I tell
and
you what, when you start off the Grammys and you launch the Grammys and you blow up the Grammys with Bruno Mars and frickin' Rose, dude, what? And also, number one, I like that song anyway. Number one, I like the both of them anyway.
yeah,
By the way, I'm going on record. Blackpink is going to perform at the Super Bowl in the next year. I'm telling you guys, in the next 2 years, I'm going on record. But them together, they have done that song multiple different times, and that particular performance, they didn't just say, "Hey, we're going to perform." They said, "We are going to own this stage." That was awesome.
yeah, yeah. It was, and then
Bruno again.
the first big performance with the airplane. Uh,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. God,
uh,
yeah.
I forgot. I mean, I that's one of them that I kind of take with mixed emotions because I said to Lauren, these big productions and all with the huge sets and everything. I don't know whether I can get into that. However, I back that up by saying that there were probably what a dozen or more dancers,
hmm
backup dancers and all. And I'm thinking there is an awful lot of opportunities for these backup, artists and dancers and backup singers and everything to perform in these venues. and all that, where it isn't just the singer or the group that's on stage, but this is bringing more art and performance into the productions.
Well, and this year felt really much, whether I liked everybody that won or liked everybody that performed is irrelevant.
Yeah.
This year, I enjoyed it more than I have the last several years. I'll be honest with you. I only watched it last year to see certain people win. Performances were 50-50. This year, it was really cool to see the performances as well as some of the winners. I mean, each category felt like had really good representation.
Well, and and your some of your favorites were also Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah.
9 nominations.
Dude
That
is the rappers won the most Grammys out of any other rapper. You know, I mean, he won. That was great and well deserved. And well deserved for the what he won it for. I love that he went up there to talk about uh, the song Luther, which is amazing,
yeah.
and what they had to do to be able to get that sample. That was cool. I love being able to see Tyler, the Creator, perform. I love being able to see Clips and Pharrell perform. It was a real hip hop moment, you know. We had, Justin Bieber coming out there and seeing Justin Bieber do what he does, man, because you know what? That guy is, I said it to you guys, to you before, I say it again. He
Yeah.
is battling something that we just don't even know. There's things that have happened to him that he has seen, that he's been a part of, unfortunately, that are all, those demons are there. And to see him give that performance, it was great. It was great.
That yeah, and I will have to say that that was probably one of the top highlights of the entire show. And I say that because when you watch an artist who does something that you are just solidly riveted to the screen. You are
Agreed.
watching everything that they were, every move, every strum of the instrument, and all. He just was and the place was as quiet as could be. You know, the use of his electronic machines and setting up the beat and the backbeat and everything. I've seen that done in performances, and all, but he just owned it. He
He owned
really
it.
did.
And
And
we haven't seen much from him, other than the stuff we don't want to see that he's dealing with, the TMZ
right.
propaganda stuff. So being able to see him be an artist is it was, I don't know. I'm rooting for the guy. I always have been. So I'm pulling for the Biebs, man.
Yeah, no, I think it was it. I was pleasantly surprised this year because in the past there have been a lot of performances that I just sat there scratching my head saying I don't get it.
I agree. You know whose performance I didn't like? I didn't like Lady Gaga's.
Well, you knew right away that when the lights went on, she was going to be dressed up in something strange, and
Which is
she sure
fine. Like
was.
that's who she is. But I felt like the performance was more of this theatrical, and it wasn't even a good theat. It just felt very mailed in for Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's got an amazing voice and is an amazing talent. And although I don't like that song to begin with, I think it's just a generic song.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and it doesn't really showcase her talent. I understand why it was nominated, but I know she's got more than that. So I guess I was just kind of like, out of all the Lady Gaga performances I've seen over the years, I felt like that one was just eh. It didn't excite me.
Yeah. Actually, I think probably if when I think back to her performances, the performance she did at the Olympics
Oh yeah,
a couple of years ago was
she's
just
great.
incredible. And I have to say, when they announced her name as the winner of an award, I mean, did you think that her reaction was a little put on, or was it? I mean, she just acted like it was her first Grammy,
Yeah,
and
I
she
don't
was so
know.
surprised. I To me,
Maybe the problem is, and we don't want to go down this road because I could go on for years and days and months. The problem is that eventually I feel like unless you're and I'm not saying she's not a true artist, but eventually, unless you're one of these special breed artists that don't care, or that just accept it and leave, and are happy about it, I think you start to Hollywood your spotlight. I think you
yeah,
start to, when the camera's on you, that's your job. And I feel like she did not feel, I'm sure she was excited to win, but she did not feel like Lady Gaga. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt very generic. It felt like very Katy Perry, Beyonce, who was, by the way, absent, but that's a different topic.
yeah, yeah. I noticed that.
Yeah, well, anyway, we're going to shut up. I got things to say. I'm going to shut up right now. But um, so that's it. I do think that the Grammys got it right with certain categories, and I go back to hip hop. I just because a lot of times they haven't gotten it right with hip hop. They've
Yeah,
got it right. I'm not just saying that because Kendrick. I'm looking at the fact that Clips won, and I'm looking at who was nominated, and they got it right. I loved seeing the Ozzy Osbourne tribute. Oh my God. You know,
yeah,
that was amazing.
yeah. And to see Slash up on stage
Ah, that's
too,
my man.
I mean, that was awesome. Uh, I mean, Jelly Roll for a moment there, I thought everybody was in church.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
the first thing was when they announced his name and he stood up, I thought, where's the rest of him?
I know. Is it weird when large artists lose a bunch of weight and then you're like and it's healthy for him, I
Yes.
think,
Yeah.
but he's not Jelly Roll any like your name ain't Jelly Roll. You got to change your name to like
Like,
Slim Jim,
like yeah, yeah, yeah. Or String Bean.
Yeah, or like, I don't know what, like turkey bacon or something,
But the first thing I thought of was, did he just really, he just needed, for health reasons, he
Probably.
needed to lose the weight, or is he sick?
I think he probably needed it for health reasons.
Yeah.
You can't go on tour the way you tour that size.
Yeah.
And there's another side of me too that has stuff to say too, but I'm gonna let it go
Yeah.
because
But
I can't get the tinfoil hats out. I can't, but
and I'm starting to be I'm starting to be a Bad Bunny
oh, first
fan
off,
too.
the fact that Bad Bunny had to wear a bulletproof vest says something about our country. He had that on, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Bad Bunny, if you notice, when I was watching it, now look, guys, I don't know if you know this about me. I don't understand half of what he says because I haven't learned the language. That's my fault. But
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you got a good beat, I'm gonna be on that dance floor. So, and that's
Yeah.
what I respect about Bad Bunny. That music comes on, I'm in. But I was noticing, I said, man, he looks a little like bloated or like his midsection looks weird. Well, he had a bulletproof vest on because not for anything other than the fact, and I'm sure MAGA out there will make fun of this, but but we don't care about people with one brain cell. The Yeah, Brandon's on fire 2026. You're never going to hear me stop, guys. I'm never going to
That's
stop. Um,
and you shouldn't.
is it 2026? Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to make sure I got the year right. No,
Yeah.
I'm never going to stop, guys. Trust me. I got a lot every day. I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
Um, but no, he had to wear a bulletproof vest. He's been getting death threats, legitimate police involved death threats.
And and I mean his comments were spot on. When
Spot
he
on. Spot on.
when he reminded the millions of people that were watching that Puerto Rico is part of the United States.
It's really sad that we have to give a lesson to the simple-minded people out there that are like, well, we should deport Bad Bunny. Where? To his house?
Yeah, to home. Oh, home. That's a U.S. territory.
They're idiots. We need to see his birth certificate. I need to see your high school diploma first. But anyway,
I thought it was admirable that his he received two awards, I
Two
believe.
awards, yeah.
And the second time that he went up there, he gave his speech almost entirely in Spanish.
I loved it.
And I think it took courage and it was and foresight and it was well deserved.
I can't wait till he does the Super Bowl, an entire thing in
Yeah,
Spanish, and just piss everybody off.
I know,
I'm on board.
I think we both have said that the Super Bowl itself is maybe not that much of a draw this year because
No, it's so bad. It's so bad that on my last podcast I did, I kept on saying the Rams were playing.
and when I
You
started
corrected
listening to
me.
that, I chatted in. I said, "Excuse me, fact check, dude. It's not the Rams, they're playing the Patriots. It's
It's
the
the
Seahawks."
Seahawks. And you know what? That should tell you how little I care. I mean, and you know what? I'm not ashamed. I wasn't going to go back and record that whole show over again, that's for sure. But I sat there and I was like, you're right. They did lose. Stafford did lose. Now I care even less. Show me the
Yeah.
commercials, and you and I are just going to watch Bad Bunny. That's all we're doing.
That's it. I'm just there for the commercials because that is usually the highlight of the whole show anyway, and for the halftime show.
I am too. I
Yeah.
am too. I'm excited. God knows it'll be better than that other wannabe halftime show they're doing, but
Yeah.
we want to talk about that. It's at your local trailer park down the road. Anyway,
And speaking of fact checking, if I'm not mistaken, this show is airing after the Super Bowl.
we'll be airing after the Super Bowl.
So, so it's
You're
already,
right.
yeah. Bad Bunny was
Oh, wait a
phenomenal.
minute. What day is it?
Yeah, and those commercials were incredible, weren't they?
The cat's out of the bag, guys. We recorded the show before the Super Bowl. Oh my God. But you know what? We were not in the Epstein files, so don't worry about it, okay?
That's right.
Every
At
other
least,
person out there is.
at
We're
least
good.
so far, our names have been redacted.
You know what? Bad Bunny also wasn't in the Epstein files, but some of the other guys on the other channel were. So anyway, I'll shut up.
One of these shows we'll have to go back and revisit one of your previous shows when you talked about the pizza parties on the island.
Yeah,
Because that's but hey, that's for another
that's
show.
another time.
Go out and make it a good one. We'll see you here again next week.
See you later.
Bye.